guys, welcome back to the channel. It is a awesome day for HOG. Our own Brandon Hart has finally, after I think it's been almost 2 years, it has been so long since we've gotten some new music from Brandon, and I could not be more excited, especially with a title like Self-Help. Um, I've had a lot of mental health struggles, and I don't know if that's what this song is about, but if it is, it's definitely going to hit hard. But I love Brandon's music. I think he brings a totally cool, very authentic vibe um, to his music, and there's so much emotion that goes into the music that I'm one of those people, like, lyrics are everything to me. Music is a huge part of my life. I used to laugh when people said that music was like one of their hobbies, because to me that didn't seem like a hobby, but like music really has become like a huge hobby, like a passion of mine. I absolutely love it. It's gotten me through some of the most, the hardest times in my life. Music has always been there for me. And I know Brandon has an album coming out this year. He's been working on. I know he's talked about touring again. So this is going to be an amazing year. I could not be more excited. But let's get into this. Oh, I almost forgot. Please go over to the Bitter Betty podcast. That is the podcast I'm on with my two besties, Mel and Carol with an E. And we are going to not only be reacting to this live tonight, but we're going to have Brandon on with us and do a live interview while we react to the song. Yes, I will have already seen it, but the girls will have not, and the interview is going to be amazing. It's our first interview with a big artist, so I am so honored and so grateful that he is willing to give us his time today. That is going to be at 5:30 p.m. CST. That being said, let's get into this. I am very excited. New Music Fridays are my favorite. Just gonna adjust this. All right, let's get it.
I wrote 1,000,000 times I won't give up, but it's hard when you don't think you're enough. I read 1,000 self-help books, but nothing changed the way I looked.
Oh, dear me. All right, Brandon. I see you, boo. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely gonna have me in my feels. I can already tell. Just off those first like couple of bars. I relate to that so much. And while I haven't read self-help books, I have watched a lot of like self-help YouTube videos, I guess. And it is really hard when you feel like you're not enough, and no matter what you see in the mirror, it's not good enough. Like, you still, like, I still look in the mirror and don't like what I see. And I think that that's probably common for a lot of people, even people who are like super attractive, right? They're skinny and they got beautiful hair and beautiful skin and blue eyes or green eyes or whatever. Like, these beautiful people, even they get insecure about stuff. And I think that's totally normal. But like sometimes it's even worse. Like, I was over 300 pounds and I lost a significant amount of weight, and I still see myself as like that other person, right? Even though I know I'm not. Oh man, Brandon, don't make me cry. Look how good my eye makeup came out today. Okay.
I wrote 1,000,000 times I won't give up, but it's hard when you don't think you're enough. I read 1,000 self-help books, but nothing changed the way I looked. I took a bunch of online classes on awakening my passions, and all I know is I'm anxious and can't find anything to stop this. I need a miracle. I feel here alone, some kind of miracle to make me feel I'm whole. I'm looking for a quote to save me, 'cause I have been feeling good lately. It's like the whole world's going crazy, crazy. I'm looking for the hope to take me, 'cause I feel like I'm breaking. It's like the whole world's going crazy. So I'm looking for a quote to save me. I I tried.
Oh, this song is so powerful, and I'm almost wanting that hook actually sounds kind of familiar to me. I think Brandon does these online concerts. I don't know if you're aware. He also has a Patreon, and there's several tiers, and um, there's a lot of stuff that comes with them. And I really recommend going over there and subscribing to his Patreon. And but he does these online concerts, and I feel like maybe he might have sang this for us at one of them. I feel like maybe he did do a new song, but and I it could just be because it's such a beautiful melody. Maybe it just seems familiar, but I fucking love this song. Like, especially with what I've been going through the end of last year. I got sober in on June 4th of last year, so we're almost at 8 months. And while I didn't have a strong like an actual physical addiction, like if I stopped drinking, I would go through withdrawals or anything. Um, I was using it to cope with negative emotions. I was drinking every night. I was just trying to drink my problems away rather than facing them. So I chose to put the bottle down and not go back to it. And because I don't like who I am when I'm like that, but also because, it just makes all the insecurities and stuff that I don't like about myself seem that much more like, I guess it just kind of helped me not deal with that shit. Like I could just ignore it. I could just feel happy for the moment I was drinking, but then it ended up getting worse, and so it was definitely not a good thing. But I have been sober for almost 8 months now, and I have been working on myself. Trying to lose more weight, and just be like healthier and happier. Deal with my mental health. I'm in therapy again. So this is, man, it is hitting me in my feels, and like I hate. On one hand, it's comforting to know that other people feel what you're feeling. Like they're going through what you're going through, so they understand. But then at the same time, like I hate that anybody else has to feel that way as well. I wish none of us had to feel that way, but with like just the way the internet is and the way people work, it just sometimes it's really hard being a human. Man, Brandon. Ugh.
Dance in the rain and let the storm pass. I downloaded every meditation app. I bought a calendar to track how many days have passed and how long this phase of retrograde will last. And I know I can't be the only one who feels like all the good old days are done. And I'm so afraid.
Oh, Brandon, you are definitely not the only one that feels like the good old days are gone. Especially like, cause I just turned 42, and you look back and like, I've always been the weird girl. I've never been like part of like the in crowd. Like I was friends with like the popular kids, but I was always on the outside. Like I never really, I was just always different. I like different music. I just thought about things differently. Like I was just different, right? And it's tough feeling like you're just alone all the time. People don't understand. But like I think about, I still in my head feel so young, but like, I got divorced and never remarried. I never had kids. Like, I don't feel like I'm living that tip. Like I don't feel like I am where I should be at 42, but like where is that exactly? Like, it's not like anybody wrote a guidebook for this shit, but um sometimes I feel like I'm less than because I don't have what other people have at this age. But like I think what I'm coming to realize is my lane is just my lane. Like it's okay that if I don't have those other things, cuz I have other things that make me happy. Like not everything is for everyone. And so sometimes I've found love and belonging and acceptance, and a lot of those needs are fulfilled just by the things I do. Like the friends I have, and stuff like that. So it's even when you are having those gray mental days, just know that it'll always get better. It's just a day. It's not forever. But you actively have to kind of search it out. You have to. It's like, that saying where God helps those who help themselves. It's kind of just like your mental health will help you if you help it, kind of thing. Like you have to actively try and work through those things and accept that, you know, it's tough, but like if you can either sit around and wish it was different or cry about it, or you can do something about it. And it's not going to be easy and it's going to be hard, but it's always worth it. Man. Damn, Brandon.
Like all the good old days are done, and I'm so afraid of what we may become, because lately it feels like the love's all gone. I'm looking for a quote to save me, 'cause I have been feeling good lately. It's like the whole world's going crazy, crazy, crazy. I need a miracle. I feel here alone. Some kind of miracle to make me feel I'm whole. I need a miracle.
I love that line. I need a miracle to help me feel whole or to make me feel whole. Like, it would take an entire TED talk to let you know why, like why that means so much to me, but it's like, but that just hits me in the feels. When you always feel like something's missing, like not quite whole, that is a tough feeling to live with, 100%.
I need a miracle. I feel here alone. Dance like nobody's watching. Love like you'll never get hurt. Sing like no one's listening. Live like it's heaven on earth. I'm looking for a quote to save me, 'cause I have been feeling good lately. It's like the whole world's going crazy, crazy. I'm looking for the hope to take me, 'cause
Oh my God, this definitely has me in my feels. When he says like, looking for someone to save me because I haven't been feeling good lately. Like, this whole song, I just totally, totally get this whole song. It's interesting how so many of us like don't feel good, like we're not happy and we're struggling and going through things, but like a lot of times we don't even know it, right? Nobody shows it. We tend to keep it to ourselves and stuff, and it's like it's frustrating, like, and it just goes to show it doesn't really matter how much money you have or fame or I mean, it doesn't really matter all the things you have. If you're feeling some type of way, you just are. And like sometimes when it comes to like depression, anxiety, you can't help it. And so you don't want to just like my friend told me once, nobody wants to be around somebody who's negative all the time. And so then I got to the point where I really would just mask and keep everything to myself because I didn't want people to not want to be around me because I was just always sad. And luckily I've found my way out of that hole, but I still struggle and lose my footing here and again and kind of trip over it. But I tend to pick myself back up most of the time. So, man, I'm finished out.
feel like I'm breaking. It's like the whole world's going crazy. So I'm looking for a quote to save me. So I'm looking for a quote to save me.
I love the idea of that, looking for a quote to save me. Like, if you just find the one thing to give you that motivation to, I don't know, maybe to change or just to find that peace from within. If you could just find like, it's almost like, something can save me. I just don't know what it is. But I'll know it when I find it, kind of thing. I love the sentiment behind. I can't wait to talk to Brandon later today about this because I think a song like this is going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm looking for a quote to save me. So I'm looking for a quote to save me.
I feel that deep breath. I feel that 100%. Wow. I can't even imagine, especially because I know that Brandon writes completely from his heart and he means everything he says. So it's like, um, I wonder how hard this was to like write and record. Because you're going through those emotions as you're writing them, and to record them and have to feel that and not get overwhelmed by emotion. I imagine that would be kind of difficult and challenging. So, wow. Absolutely incredible song. I'm so excited to see what else he has in store. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's going to be dropping a song every month for the year, or pretty damn close to, I guess. That's amazing. What? And tour? I feel like I am truly a blessed girl today. Let me tell you. Brandon, this is a beautiful song. It's going to help so many people. I cannot wait to talk to you later on today. Guys, please go over to his channel and like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Subscribe to his channel, share it everywhere. Leave comments. It really helps to trigger the algorithm, and the more engagement you get on a video, the more it populates into people's feeds. He also has a website. I will put it down here. I can't, because I can't remember off the top of my head, but he has a website with lots of merch, and and he also has physical copy CDs and a ton of stuff. So go check out his website, snag some merch. If you can spare a dollar or two, please head over to iTunes. I feel like this song should be on iTunes. I'll leave a note when I edit if it isn't, but please go over to iTunes and buy the song if you can. When it comes to independent artists, we are the machine that gets them on the charts. And, you know, we're the ones who push the music for them. They don't have a machine behind them to do it, so it is up to us. And it really, really helps them out. And it shows these other artists out here, these other indie artists, that you do not need a label to be successful in music. You can do what you love and still have control of your art. The labels are dead, and we're going to show them why. So please go over and buy the song. And if you can't afford it, that's okay. I totally get it. Please go over to his YouTube channel, like the video, and share it, totally free, and leave some comments. I really appreciate y'all for joining me today. Love you. I will catch you in the next one.